Okay, so I only have like 10 minutes to do this apparently. But anyways, gonna show you how to make tattoos real quick. What you have to do is find the item that you want, and like this one is front and back tattoo. I can send you links for some of these, just tell me what you want, but as long as you can find the wireframe, which is the important part. So you want to find the wireframe and save that, but I already have it saved. So then you want to open that up in GIMP or Photoshop, whichever one you use. So I have the mail front. And then you want to click on Derived from Product, which will just pop up on Imvu, the creator. So then I always switch to my Avi, obviously, because if you do that, then you kind of know what you're getting. So, and just take my shirt off. Okay, so the thing with tattoos is whenever you're editing something, whatever you want to show up is in white. Like with this picture right here, the white on black, the white is what you're going to get. So if you just put in a picture that's all black, like I don't want this on the back, just put an all black picture and then apply changes and then it disappears. So, and this is the one I'm going to change because I decided to do the mail front. So what I'm gonna show you how to do text, because if you can do text, then you can do pretty much anything. I'm just gonna use the path tool, and I'm gonna make this one curved. So if I just do freeform, then that looks bad. Undo. Okay. Which I don't know if you can do the paths like this on GIMP. You might be able to. I guess if you want to use GIMP, give it a go. Okay, so actually, I forgot. Before you do anything, can't believe I forgot that. Add a new layer, and then just fill it in with black. And then I just lighten up the opacity so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so now, of course, you know there's an awesome path. You want to draw your path on your layer. Good enough. Okay. And then just want to type in whatever it is that you want to show up. I would recommend doing that in white. So I'm just gonna hit hers. And I don't know, looks kind of goofy, but that's okay. You can kind of, mess with the text however you want it to be. Actually, can I, like, start right there? Probably not, actually. So yeah, you just kind of do whatever you want right up. Okay, that works better. And then gonna move it. You can do the same thing with like pictures. Just add an image and make sure it shows up in white. Or like with the Little Mermaid, I just found a picture and it was just a regular picture and I put it on here and then I just click invert colors or put it, like, just go with, you can probably find image and then adjustments and then, yeah, black and white. And that'll change your image to black and white. And then I'll show you how to color in the background in a second. So I have that, and then I want to bring the opacity of this back up to that so it's dark. So that's not as curved as I want it to be. So yeah, you can like adjust that. Depending on what you want it to be like. Oops. So just kind of mess with the font. It look fancy or whatever. Actually, it's probably not. Yeah, it must have gotten taken off my path when I moved it, but that's okay. You can do the same thing. Basically, just make sure you have your curved line, and it'll curve. Okay, so then you want to save that. On GIMP, you have to export it. On here, you can just save it. So I'm gonna call it hers and GIMP, and then save as hers, and then okay. And then go back on Imvu, edit, and right there. And then just click your apply changes, and then it shows up. If I had an arrow, I'd draw like a little arrow and point it down. But anyways, there's that. And then if you want to add color, which I'm gonna leave this one in black and white, but if you want to add color, all you'd have to do is go back under your text. No, not make new text. Better work. Okay. And then I'm just gonna make it all one solid color. You can make it separate colors, every letter or whatever. And just click OK. And then it shows up in blue, purple, kind of. And then save that. So I'm just gonna call it my texture bunch of keys because I already have texture saved. Do this as JPEG again. JPEG or PNG, one of the two. Just don't save it as Photoshop, or I think it's XCF on GIMP. Just make sure it's GIMP. Okay. And go back to Imvu and then edit. Oh wait, I edit that one. I want to make sure you put on texture. It'll show up in color. So texture, open, and then apply changes. And now it's in blue. But I want to keep it in black, so no tap. And then it'll show back up in black. So whatever you have in your texture. So you do the same thing with like an image. If you have an image here, and then you make your image, switch it to black and white, and then you just take the original image and you save that on the black, and then put it as your texture, and then the original colors will show up. And that's pretty much it. Then you just save it, upload it. Just gonna be real general since I hadn't really planned on making several tattoos tonight. And then product picture. I can show you how to make the animated one later. It's actually pretty easy, but I use GIMP for that. So, and my rating is that, make 400. Somebody might buy it. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. You can fill in the search words if you want. I'm not going to do that on this one. And then just submit. And then publish it. And then you already have it. You'll have it already in your stuff. It'll show up. But it won't be able to be bought for like 20 minutes. So, and that's about it. So, I have no idea how to shut this thing off. But yeah, okay. If I can figure out how to, I don't know how to figure out how to do the shut the little screen thingamajigger. I don't know. I mean, look how illegal all this is. Look how like Photoshop. I use some WinRAR. You need to get some new fonts. I can probably do that through that too. I don't know. Oh, that should do it. Okay.